And we are live. Welcome to another session of Riding the Bear. This session is brought to you by the Skylabs and Vetter ecosystem. My name is Ryan, and I'm glad to be your host today. Now, as we're getting started, go ahead and drop a comment in chat, letting everybody know that you're here. I see Bill is with us. Welcome, Bill. I'm glad that you are here, brother. So over the last year, over 16,000 crypto projects have launched, and I got a question for you. How is it possible for you to not only find, but research, manage all of these projects? That's exactly what we do here in the Vetter ecosystem. We utilize crowdsourcing to save time, energy, and money in the crypto space. We work together to find projects that have potential. We bring up what we like about it. We bring up why we like about those different things. At the same time, we also bring up things and warnings, red flags about projects that bring concern. Now, over the last 6 months, we've recorded over around 100 plus live sessions just like this, where we support the community in finding the next 2x to 100x crypto gem. All at the same time, we've also avoided some really questionable projects because of this method. Now today we're going to be doing both of those. We're going to look for some projects that have a lot of potential. We're also going to look at some projects that may be a little questionable, and we'll share and point out reasons on why we think that those projects are questionable. Hey, welcome Luis, welcome Tadas. Glad you guys are here. So one of the things that I wanted to start off with today, and I talk about this often, but I think this visual could be really helpful. And it's this idea of, what we're talking about here is not financial advice, okay? It's not you got to get in this project because it's going to do 100x. And it's not, hey, you got to get in this project or you got to avoid this project because it's going to tank. That's not what we do here. It's not what we try to do. I mean, it may come across sometimes, and really, I got to tell you, I try my best to be neutral and fact and data driven, and sometimes my excitement gets the best of me. I will acknowledge that. But so one of the things that I wanted to draw this out just so you could see what we're talking about here is there's a handful of things that we are looking for when we're looking at projects. Okay, there's a handful of things, and you guys can start drop it in the chat. What are some of the things that you are looking for when you look at projects? Okay, we could talk about the website. We could talk about the team. Who are they? What are they up to? What have they created in the past? What skill sets do they bring to the table? Did they spend money on their website? Was it something that was just thrown together quickly? Could we come up with it together and create our own website, launch our own project? What about the contract? Has there been an audit? Okay, what came from the audit? Is the team doxed? Is there a KYC, like legit information going on? What about the community? What about the health of their Telegram? Are people excited? Are people frustrated? Is anybody there? What about the communication? Okay. Who posted the project on the platform? Deborah says Scout. That's awesome. Yeah, awesome. Tahas says they're quarterlies. Okay, so there's different things that we can look for. Now, the reality of the situation is, oftentimes, not one of these is going to be necessarily a deal breaker. Okay, there could be a logical and a reasonable explanation for something to not necessarily be ideal. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but what we're doing is we're stacking probabilities. We're stacking probabilities in our favor, or we're stacking probabilities in our favor from the perspective of this is not something we want to go ahead and do. And that's all it comes down to is like risk tolerance. There are things that may make us feel like this is really safe and would make us feel secure. So for example, you may put something down here for, hey, the scout has a great track record. Okay. And so you look at just, you're basically having this scale, and this is like the positive side. This is the negative side. And so this supports your risk tolerance. You know what? It's a great scout. You know what? It's a really clean website. You know what? The team is fully doxed. Okay, you know what? There's great communication. And that's what you're doing. You're literally just putting those there on the pro side. You know, this is the pro side, this is the con side. So we'll draw this one in red over here. And so let's say that there is no audit. Okay, there's no audit. All right. And let's say that the team is not doxed. And let's say that they're using questionable marketing strategies. Okay. And so what we're doing is we're just literally, like I said, stacking probabilities. And we're saying, you know what? I like this. I like this. I like this. Oh, I don't know about this. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. And you're just weighing your options at this point. And sometimes you may have a lot of things over here and not very many things over here. Okay? And sometimes you may have a lot of things over here and not very many things over here, over on the left side. And obviously that would be kind of an easy choice, you know. So for you, you know, this all comes down to what you're looking for personally. Because what I'm looking for, it may be fine, but for what you're looking for, it may not be fine. Okay? So if you end up with a lot of, sad faces, I guess technically these should be sad faces, but red gets the point across. But what I'm getting at, though, is like this can support you in realizing your risk tolerance. Like, whoa, this may be too risky for me. I got way too many things over here, way too many unanswered questions. This right here may determine whether or not you, like, you know what, let me just move on to another project to start researching. Okay? If it's 50-50, let's say that you got equal greens and equal reds on either side, you may be like, you know what, this project, it's good, it checks my boxes. There's a couple things I'm unsure about. Let me go ahead and get my questions answered. So you hop in their Telegram group, you hop wherever they're communicating, hop on the AMAs, get your questions answered. And that way, you may turn some of these unknowns into positives. Okay, you may turn some of these unknowns into positives. Okay, so now what you were maybe undecided, and now there's more pros and cons. And maybe that supports you in lowering your risk, it being less risky for you. Okay? Now here's the reality of the situation. Once we eliminate the likelihood of a project being a scam, okay? Once we eliminate that, we have zero control over whether the project is going to be profitable or not. Okay? We have zero control over that. Okay? Once we narrow down, once we do our due diligence, once they prove that they're a legit project, we can be like, okay, you know what? It's a legit project. It checks my boxes. Perhaps I'm going to participate. But at that point, we have zero control over how successful the project is going to be in the short term or the long term. I'd be willing to say the more research done, the more boxes checked, I'd say there's a higher probability that the project could make it to the 30-day range and beyond with a great team, a great project, revenue, all the things that we're looking for. But again, that does not have any bearing or impact on the kind of gains that you're going to see in the first 24 hours or the 7 days. Okay? So literally, you could have, everything looks great, but then the project launches and then tanks. Okay? Because we have zero control over that. It is what it is. Okay? Now, these long-term key points, a great team, a real product, a real utility, a great community. Now we're basically just saying, hey, it's a matter of time. Can the team deliver? So you may see this winter right here, and you may see it start coming up. And there's a handful of projects. Whoops. There's a handful of projects that look like that. Okay? A handful of projects that look like that. Okay? And that's what I mean by all your boxes are checked. It could just be a matter of time until the project can turn around. But this first 24 hours, that first 7 days, it's a wild, wild west. Anything can happen. So I hope that makes sense. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. We got Deborah with us. We got Adelbert, we got Sheepcoat, we got Swedish Boy. Welcome. Glad you guys are here. So with that, let's jump into the calendar and let's look at some projects. And also, if you have any questions about that idea, about just stacking probability, we have zero control over what's going on. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop that in the chat, and we can cover that as well. All right, so there was a handful of projects that I was looking at before we hopped on, and we did have a couple of requests. And so one of the projects we're going to look at, and I haven't looked at this one at all, but this one is Snek Inu. Okay, haven't looked at this one at all, so we're going to look at this together and just got to get a first-hand look at what's going on here. So we got a thumbs up from EJ, VP, Kim, welcome, Jackie got a thumbs up, so good, that's making sense. All right, so let's go ahead and just take a look at this. Excuse me. And so you guys know that we have a just the initial, excuse me, I had a bit of a tickle in my throat. We have the initial checklist that we look at. Okay, and the first thing we want to look at is who's a scout. Okay, right away we see this is a yellow scout. Okay, this is does this make this risky? Not necessarily. We just don't know the track record. Okay, so the track record is unknown. Okay, so that means we get to rely on our own research and our own due diligence. We cannot rely on the scout's reputation. If you had a scout that has a great track record, that speaks volumes to the projects that they put out. Right now, we just don't know. The scout is unknown. Okay, so for me, that would be that'd be a red smiley. Okay, that'd be a red smiley. So that's what I would be looking for with that. So it would just be a red smiley. Again, not a deal breaker. Okay, but it's something to consider. Okay, so the next thing we want to look at is the website. Jackie's asking about Genico. Yeah, we can take a look at that. All right, so we got the website pulled up. Snek Inu. Okay, so now that I see that it's a snake, it may even be pronounced Snake Inu, but Snek Inu. Okay, so this is looking like a meme type project. We got a pretty basic website. Nothing fancy at all about this. I mean, this is straight up a template. The only thing custom about this is there's like a snakeskin background, and that could just be an image that they uploaded. But my first thoughts on this is a total template we could pick up, have something up and running today. Snake Inu is the next meme coin and will be the next trendsetter, the leader of the snake trend. According to Memes Dictionary, snake is internet speak for snake or snek. Snakes became the subject of cute, absurdist memes depicting the reptile's inner monologue similar to Doge. Snake Inu will be launched on the Binance Smart Chain and aims to reach great heights while introducing a unique utility onto the table. Okay, so as we've talked about before, not all meme coins are created equal. And if I had posted a meme type project and Radical had posted a meme type project, you better believe I would recommend Radical over myself. Why? Because Radical has a track record. Radical is one of our scouts in our community, has a phenomenal track record at posting meme projects. I don't. Okay? So not all meme projects are created equal, and not all scouts are created equal. So the fact that this is a meme project, it says risk. At the same time, though, we're in a season where a lot of meme projects get a lot more exposure and excitement and hype than traditional utility projects. So it's worth taking a look. So we got 5% buy and sell tax. So they have utility. Let's see what this is. Snack Tech. Okay. I see what they did there. SnekTech is the perfect crypto locator which helps investors to find new crypto projects, pre-sales, and ICOs. It takes the form of a cryptocurrency voting platform. The idea behind this is that the voice and opinions of the community are more powerful than the decisions of any single governing body. We do the work for you while you reap the benefits. Okay, it didn't really tell me much. Here's a roadmap. All right, so I don't see anything about the team. There was a little white paper. We'll see what we got here with the white paper. All right, so we got some consistency. The white paper looks like it's just going to be the website. I mean, the website's a one-pager, which is not bad. That's fine. Crypto Legions and Big Crypto Gamer one-pagers. So here's how it works. How SnekTech works is that the developers of new cryptocurrencies apply to have the name and ticker symbol of the upcoming crypto project listed on SnekTech, which then becomes visible on the listing page. Then members of its community, including members of Snek Inu Telegram group and potential investors, vote on which the crypto projects from the new listings page also features on its top list, which requires 500 upvotes. How does it connect with the token? Snek Inu has several ways of monetization: buybacks and burn, listing, website in 5 different chains, tracking infinite different tokens, no limit, own blog, training section, advertise banner. So I'm pretty sure what I read was companies can either pay or apply to be listed. Community votes on whether it's a good project or not, and that's how it's spread out to the community. So some similarities, without being offensive, kind of a watered down version of CrowdX and what Vetter is. But I think this is their take it crowdsourcing. But if I read that correctly, developers of new cryptocurrencies apply to have the name and ticker symbol of their upcoming project listed. So the developers get to apply to have their project listed. So it's kind of like I wouldn't say it's a crowdsource model. It's definitely not a crowdsource model. So maybe like an advertising, maybe that's a big way to put it. Like we'll just call it a billboard, or they're just advertising projects. Kim with the clutch play. Kim says Snek Inu domain registered on September 29th. So we got a domain was purchased 4 or 5 days ago. Hey, Kim, that's awesome. Thank you for bringing that up. That is fantastic details. So if you're making your mental checklist, okay, we talked about the Scout. We talked about the basic website. We talked about, and then Kim just brought up the domain is only 4 or 5 days old. Okay, so when we go back to that idea of our chart, not our chart, our graph or our scale, we'll call it a scale. When we go back to the idea of our scale here, what did we just talk about? We talked about the website, the Scout, and the domain name. This is my scale. This is my score. Okay, what's your score? Right now, are you 0 and 3? Are you 3 and 0? Are you 1 and 2? That's all that matters. Doesn't matter what I say. Doesn't matter what my opinion is. We all are different. We all have our own risk tolerances. Okay, so this is where I'm sitting. Okay, right now I haven't seen much that makes me say, hey, this is gonna be like a safe bet. Okay. So just out of curiosity, where are you sitting? Do you see currently more pros or more cons, or you're somewhere in the middle, or you need more information? If you need more information, you're in the right place, because we're still digging. Okay, we're still digging. All right, so I didn't see any information about the team on the website, so likely that they are behind the scenes and not doxed, but we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes there's doxing happening in the Telegram group. So we'll go ahead and check the Telegram group out. King Astro's in the house. What's up, brother? Hope you are well. So we got 6,691 members. 76 pinned messages. That's a lot of pinned messages, given that the group is brand new. Okay, given that the group is relatively new. Okay, but so it looks like September 30th is when this group started, which is in alignment with Kim's awesome catch of the website domain, being registered on the 29th. Okay, so September 30th. Let's go ahead and take a look to see if there's any messages before that. Okay, so purge. I'm not a I'm not a real techie side on Telegram, so I don't know. Was this an existing group? If you are familiar with the commands in Telegram, let me know. I'm guessing purge just kind of cleans everything out. So maybe this group was built on another platform. I don't know. We can't go back in the history because this is the first message that we see, the 29th. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at. Let's see if we got some good project action. Oh, we do. We do have a little bit. Not a lot. Okay, not a lot of good project action. We do have a little bit. Some stuff came in on October 2nd. And then there's just some random stuff this week. So, like, it's not heavily botted. Or they've done a good job of cleaning it out. Okay? So now let's check out the actual, what's going on in the group. Oh, whoops. Let me go back to that real quick. There we go. Let me join the group. See what we got here. Click to prove I'm human. Hey, I know that guy. Okay. So, are people actually having a conversation here? Or is this just random chatter going on here? So that's what I want to look for. Right now I don't see anything. Like right now, Mr. Zach and TRG are just on it. Okay, so here's our pink cell link. We'll look at that in just a minute. All right, let's look at the team. The caller are docs. Even the doxter here. No. Okay, team. So on the website, there was nothing about the team. The white paper had nothing about the team unless I missed it. They just maybe say, what in the world? It's just there's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of noise in here. That's probably the best way to put this. There's a lot of noise in here. Yeah, so I'm just looking for some indication of team information. And that's really annoying. There's like hundreds of those messages. There we go. Nice team. Nice team. How do you know it's a nice team? Okay, where's the team from? Did someone answer this person? Okay, it doesn't look like he had his question answered. Okay, previous projects. What's dev's previous project? Okay, so they did respond to this person. Let's see what we got here. Oh. What's dev's previous project? I guess they responded, but they deleted it. That's unfortunate. Dev's previous project always delivers. Okay, now I am curious about. So right now the team is still kind of unknown. Um, we could look at the. Let's see if we can find information. There's probably going to be like a KYC or a Seifu on Pinkcell. Let's take a look. Oh, that is way bizarre. Okay, so we have no information about the team. Um, no information telling her about the team. There's not even a KYC badge, which we have all said it's vanity. It doesn't mean anything. But there's not even a KYC badge on Pinkcell, nor is there a Seifu badge on Pinkcell. So that's it seems kind of weird. Um, how are they basing that this is a great team? Like, there's nothing that indicates this is any kind of team. Like, I mean, all of us right now could come together and duplicate everything that's going on so far. So far. Um, which is kind of interesting. So I'm curious about the AMAs then, because right now we don't have a lot of details. Uh, that's weird. I saw Caesar's image of Caesar, but like I don't see. Uh, recordings. Okay, this is not finding much here. Let me go back to AMA. No, no, no one responded to that question. Maybe they have some AMAs in here. I'm thinking it's a no. CoinScope, coin ranking. Let's go over here. Oops. Okay, so I'm trying to see if Caesars actually had an AMA with this group. They saw, the images of Caesars was over there, but I don't see any indication that there was an AMA. Yeah, so Skylabs had an AMA over there, and so like there's history of it happening. I don't know if Vetter did or not. Oh, that's gonna pull the same information. Okay. Um, so when I type SNEC, oh, right here. Okay, so there it is. So I don't see the actual call, but they did have winners for SNEC Inu. So right now, that's the most legit thing I've seen so far. Okay, it's the most legit thing I've seen so far. Only because Caesars is pretty reputable. They do, when I say pretty reputable, they are reputable, and there's certain criteria. They're not just going to host an AMA with just anybody. So that's something that is worth noting. Okay, so we got two things there. Now I don't see anything about SNCC here. Okay. Adalbert says, found that projects launching from their socials a few days before token launch flops in 24 hours, no X's. Sheepcoat says, I think if the PROK project had many red flags, we should move on and spend time researching other projects. Yeah, so the only asterisk to that is it comes down to personal risk tolerance. Okay? And some of you may not have remembered, but we judge the project pretty hard called Supercats. It will go down in history as one of the things that lesson learned. So I want to make sure that anytime that we talk about a project, I want to make sure that we do our due diligence on trying to find at least something positive, something. Okay, there's got to be something. At the very least, we're still talking about, and you're still able to learn what to look for. So it's never a waste. Okay, it's never a waste. But I do understand what you're saying. That hey, let's make the most of the time. This project looks like crap. Let's move on. I totally get what you're saying. Okay, but it is worth noting that I would rather give every project an opportunity to prove its legitimacy before we dismiss it than for a couple boxes to not be checked and move on, prematurely, if that makes sense. Kim says the positive for her was the pink on the website. Kim, I gotta say, when I first saw it, I was like, hey, this is something different I haven't seen before. Okay? Haven't seen that before. But, so right now we covered the scout, we covered the website, we covered the team. There's no doxing. We haven't found any AMA recordings. The only reference to Caesar was some type of giveaway that they did. And let's look at pink cell just real quick. So it is a pre-sale. It's whitelist only. Let's just look just for funsies real quick to see about whitelist. You can get a whitelist spot by having our logo as your profile picture, being active in main chat. So here are all the people who are shooting for a whitelist. All the profile picture people. Which is not a whole lot compared to the group. So definitely curious. Yep. So that's that. So we covered, like I said, there is an audit. Let's look at audit real quick just to see who and what. Ninja. I've seen them before. CFG Ninja. Okay. So with that, go ahead and add this one to your add it to your paper trading. Add it to your volume of launches, and let's see. Can a project with all of these, we can call them red flags. At first, they're individual things, but when you start stacking up all these together, I think it's reasonable to say it's red flags. I would ask, if you're watching this right now and you feel really strongly about this project, share your thoughts. Share what it is that you like about the project, and perhaps there's something that we missed. I will say that the person who shared the project, they did say that the Telegram is super hyped, marketing is really good, hardcap's 100 BNB, team has delivered success in the past, and they believe it to be 2.5x to 4x at launch. My response to that is simply, Telegram looks like a lot of noise. Personally, marketing, I'm not really sure. Hardcap, okay, whatever. Team has delivered success in the past. I think that's great if the team has delivered success in the past. I would like to know what this said success is. Because right now, we don't know anything about the team. Nothing. We can't find anything about the team. For me personally, the only legitimate thing that we found was there was a connection to Caesars, but we don't even have the replay or recording of the AMA, nor can we find any other AMA. So for me, on my personal risk tolerance, there's a lot more things on the con side than the pro side. And so go ahead and type in, how you're feeling as well. Is this for you personally, is this a do more research, or is this a I'm out, let's move to the next one? I don't mean that we're going to be doing more research here. I just mean you personally. We've done all we're going to do on the live today. Okay, we're done all the thing we're going to do on the live today. But for you personally, all the things we covered, is this say, hey, I'm out, or hey, you know what, I want to get more information? Just go ahead and type it in chat. Sleepy's in the house. Oh, Sleepy, we're doing good. We're looking at Snek Inu. Now here's the thing. Here was the thing. I liked what they here. Okay, so Kim liked the pink website, and Kim, here I'll back you up. Here's the second thing that I liked. The utility is called Snek Tech. That's pretty creative. Come on, guys. Snek Tech. That's pretty creative. So the two pros for us are the pink design on the website and the Snek Tech utility. I love it. I love it. All right, so let's move on to the next project. There were some chatterings over the weekend, and so I don't typically do IDO projects. Sometimes I slip in every now and again, and so this is an IDO project. So we'll dive into this. But this project was brought to us by PSC100X. There was some chatter about it over the weekend in Discord. And so let's take a look. So this project is Warp. Now, PSC100X, she is a fantastic leader and contributor in our community. And she's very thorough. She is a quality over quantity type of scout. And so that's one of the things that you kind of can learn about different scouts, their personalities and things like that. So it is IDO. So with IDO, I would have really high expectations because IDOs typically have a lot more going for it than just some random project. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the website. Now this is a gaming project. Sleepy. I don't know if we looked at VMate or not. I don't remember, but we can look at it. We can bring it up when we wrap this up. Okay, so this is Warp Season 2. Now this is something interesting that we kind of picked up on last week. Okay, and we saw with the big crypto game that that group has the ability to basically kind of end the version of the game and then start a new one and start like a second season or second version or second iteration. And so I guess this is something similar that's happening with Warp 2. So like season 1, I guess this is not a V2 of a token. It is like season 2. And so I guess they'll have a new token for this particular season, I think is how this goes. So something definitely different. But yeah, the website kind of has the same feel as old Snek Inu, old Snek Tech there. Oh, you guys know I love watching these YouTube videos. Let's go ahead and take a look what we got here on the old YouTube here.
Welcome, captains, to the galaxy's premier.
Okay, so we got 88 views since September 14th. So we got about like a little over 2 weeks there. No comments, so, and only 4 likes. So I would guess the majority of the traffic is coming from the website. Now there are 195 subscribers, which is kind of weird. Wait a second. Oh, that video must be hidden. Okay, so hold on just a second. This video
Welcome, captains, to the galaxy's
looks like it's hidden. Oh yeah, it's unlisted. Okay, so the only traffic that this video is happening right now, all the traffic is coming specifically from the website or wherever they have this linked. Okay, so what I was gonna say was a little strange was they have 195 subscribers, but the views are only coming from the website. Explore the starport. Build your fleet. Collect the daily rewards. get exclusive starships in our Season 2 whitelist. There's arena gameplay, arcade gameplay. With this being Season 2, it's likely, I don't know if season 1 ends at some point, but it seems like you might be able to play, Season 1. They have some variation or version of the game up and running. Okay, so here is the crew. This would be the team. Okay, so we have. So we are the captain, and then here's the team. So we got Call Me Jace. So we don't have real names here. We don't necessarily have real titles, but we do have their socials. But again, these are based on not aliases, but they're not their real names. So like if you look at Call Me Jace, the Twitter is Jason Crypto. T Dells, his Twitter is T Deli Tech. Pedek, Pete C, or I guess that's Pete C, not Pedek. Pete C is Pete C Crypto. Some guy, we got some green guy, Dead Poet underscore AXN. So yeah, I mean, I would not say that they're necessarily doxed. This doesn't tell us much about who they are. Doesn't tell us about what they've done. Now, what offsets that, what makes this a little bit different is they've already had a Season 1 going. Okay? So, if we were looking at this project and they didn't have anything done yet, or anything completed, or anything created, this is kind of not much to go by. But the fact that they do have stuff already going on behind the scenes, I think is a big deal and is important. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Telegram. Let's close. All right, so we have 4,000 members. All right, I got accepted. So 4,000 members in the Telegram group, 104 pin messages. Let's go ahead and scroll up. Again, it's likely this is a pretty old group since they've already had Season 1. So we got December of 2021. Is when the first pin message was. Yeah, absolutely, Jackie. That was the same thought that I had. If I looked at the team without knowing that they previously had done something, I would be kind of like, not really my cup of tea. But the fact that they've been going at this for months, 10 months plus, and they already had Season 1 going, does lend it credibility to what they're up to. So let's go ahead and back to the pin messages and see. Excuse me. So it looks like they had an attempt launch at excuse me, January 26th. So we'll see. It's on Polygon. Let's see. I don't know if Deck Screener works with Polygon or not. I don't remember. I think it might. It does. Or maybe it doesn't. There we go. I didn't even catch that, JP. Or JP, VP, EJVP. I didn't catch. Was there something that said Vetter? I may have misunderstood what you were saying. Here's Metalluride's questions. Hopping in there, getting his questions asked and answered. So let's see, where were we? I'll go back to the chart. Yeah, we're on the chart. And had a big pump like IDOs usually have. This is the listing price. So they had a pretty big launch. Um, okay. Yeah, Metalluride's asking. I see the team is currently not doxed to the community. Is there any plans for them to do so? They are answering his questions, which is great. Okay, they're not answering his questions. King Astro is responding to his questions. um, one of the things. This is one of the things I actually was reading in Metalluride's report. The Warp team reserves the right to change tokenomics or ecosystem features at any time. Let's see what their response is. Oh man. Yeah, so I was just trying to see if they actually answered his questions. I don't see. Only three people asked that, or that's one of the that's kind of I'm kind of curious about that. Only three people asking about them being doxxed. This person says, regardless if the team is trusted morally, the security of the team needs to be called into question. Just the fact it's possible for the community to be screwed over by the team, or also the team being hacked, is a big issue. This person says, up to the investor if they wish to invest or not, knowing this is a team-led project. Not much more complicated than that. We will not rug, though. Some of us are doxxed, me included. So this guy says he's doxxed. His name is Ermagerd. Okay. I think there's different ideas and there's different things about what it means to be doxxed. Um, to each their own, I suppose. Okay. So let's see. We have an audit. Oh, that's what Metalluride was asking. Season 2 token audit complete. Solidity. Okay, so audit was done by Solidity. Let's just get a feel for any bots. Yeah, so it doesn't appear to be botted. Now the thing I am kind of curious about though is like, so that with this being an IDO, yeah, Sleepy, it's kind of. I mean, yeah, they think that they're they're the same thing, and that's not the case. Now, I do find it interesting though that What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Now, I do find it, I guess, in a way impressive. So it doesn't appear that this is heavily botted, or they've done a good job of removing all the nonsense. But 4,000 members. Now, it seems kind of small to have 4,000 members and it to be a season 2. So not like a V2, but like kind of like a V2. There's an existing community here. So like, 4,000 strong members, I guess. Um, but yeah, usually IDO type projects have a lot bigger followings than this. Is all I'm getting at. Um, so let's look at some AMAs. Everyone has proposals for AMAs. With Warp Bond. Okay, so there was an AMA that happened on September 29th with Warp Bond. Okay, it was on Twitter. Maybe they have them over here. Let's see if we got a recording. Interesting. I find it so strange for projects to do AMAs, but then not to like make them easily found for people. Oh, it's in Discord. They do all their stuff in Discord? Well, let's just take a look. Okay. Yeah, so far, I mean, just a handful of things that we looked at so far. How many people see a difference between project number one, Snek Inu with their Snek Tech, versus Warp? Just right away, some of the big differences. Um, Snek Tech was kind of unknown. Not really sure who it was. Started less than a week ago, and we the most legit thing that we saw from them was Caesars. I still didn't find an AMA, but then you have Warp coming from a different scout, custom website. This is a season 2, similar to that of a V2, meaning they already had an existing previously successful launch, and this is a season 2, so they're having a new token for the new season. There's a community already established there. It seems like there's a lot more things going for it. Now I'm really confused on why there's not AMAs going on. But do you guys see a difference between the two? Yeah, King Astra says that they told him to check out Discord, but Discord was kind of not happening. Now King Astro, I think he said I get to look somewhere. Um, okay, he said been looking at Warp. I feel like it. I feel like I like it, but their communication in Telegram and Discord is kind of lame. So it seems like maybe they're just struggling on that end with Telegram and Discord. But like I said, seeing this number, it is kind of low. Let's see what the uh, the man of the hour has to say. Okay, Metallic rides positive notes. A very cool looking game with a very large ecosystem, large in-house dev team. Yeah, that's a major pro, especially for a video game. Team has names and LinkedIn profiles on the pitch deck. Oh, the pitch deck. We missed it, guys. We missed it. So they're just playing around on the website, but on the pitch deck, They got the real stuff. Let's see if we can find a pitch deck. That was a demo. Whitelist. Right here. Pitch deck. Nope. That's the white paper. Maybe I can find a pitch deck in the white paper. Wait, oh no, that's just for... I don't know what that's for actually. Okay, pitch. What? Man, Metallurad got some special access to a pitch deck. Right now, I don't know if it exists. All right, so Metalluride says there's a pitch deck. I'll take his word for it, because right now I can't find it. Game allows players from multiple EVM blockchains to interact with each other. That's pretty cool. Co-owner has even personal phone number listed on the pitch deck. That's brave. So I wonder who the pitch deck goes to, because it's not going to us right now. Maybe like a condensed version of the white paper, getting people excited. Getting people enrolled in the vision. So like Vetter had a pitch deck. It was like it talked about the mission, vision, introduced a little bit about the team, but it wasn't as detailed or as in depth as a white paper. Yeah, Jackie says finding the pitch deck is part of their screening tool. Exactly, Jackie. We can't find it. It's going to put my investigative skills to the test. Metalluride says, I'm not a fan of vested projects. Don't believe this is a red flag, but it's a turnoff for me personally. So maybe the whitelist is vested. He doesn't see the team docs to the community. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. Special access to the pitch deck, it sounds like. The statement is in the disclaimer at the bottom of their website, which I think is a big red flag. The Warp team reserves the right to change tokenomics or ecosystem features at any time. This is not a relaunch. This is a Season 2. Season 2 started a couple weeks after the Season 1 release. Season 3 is actually only 2 weeks away-ish from the development start. So you have some good Q&A with the team. Oh, here we go. We got the pitch deck. Man, talk about benefits of excuse me. Talk about benefits of having access to this information, guys. So like searching the website, searching the white paper, and searching the Telegram, no pitch deck. And but now all you gotta do is read the phenomenal job that Metallurad did, and now here we are. We have access to the pitch deck. We still have the names, but we do have LinkedIn's associated with them now, which is more than we previously had. So this, guys, this is a pitch deck. I don't know how many slides there are here, but this one is actually pretty long. This is pretty big. Yeah. So hey, So you guys can access the pitch deck. Metallurad has it in his vetting. It's under the notes section. It's the first answer. So he has his Q&A here. It's this right here. Okay. So there we go. The team is now doxed to the Better community. Not to their own community, but anyone who has access to the pitch deck. Okay, let's see what else Metallurad said. Oh, yeah. So there's a handful of ways you could probably do it. The way I do it is, so let's do this, for example. Let's go to the website here. Let's grab this. And so to check, so King Astro is asking, how do you check? You could check who is GoDaddy, and it's you can look up who owns a domain, when and where, and all the good stuff with it. So it's a who is database. This has all the information. Now they can pay to have this hidden, which is fine, to do. But usually, really basic projects will not have this information hidden. So, the last update was today, but this one has all the. It looks like a lot of data is hidden on this one. We can go to what was it? Snek Inu. I don't remember what the website was for Snek. Let me look it up real quick, and we can see. I'll show you what Kim showed us. Okay. I don't remember what the website was for old Snek Tech. I really like that. I really like that phrase. I really do. Snek Tech. I love it. So this is snekinu.com. You know, they could have. Well, I don't know. I kind of like Snek Tech better than Snek Inu, really. Okay, so here it shows the information here. Okay, so right here, register URL, the creation date. This is created 9/29. Okay, it expires in a year. Okay, we have the register email address. We have phone number information. So that's how that stuff works. That's how that works. I like Snek Tech. I really like that phrase. I think that's really catchy. Like, of all the projects, think about all the projects that we've talked about on these sessions. And, like, I don't think I'll ever forget Snek Tech. I think it's just really brilliant marketing. Too bad that's about the only thing they got going for them. Okay. Let's finish up here. Let's see here. So at the time of this vetting, there were 3,680 members, and it was posted on the 22nd. And so now they're up to how much? Yeah, 4,040. 4,040. So they've got about a little less than 400 members in the last week and a half or so. There have been AMAs, but they're from quite a while ago. He asked if there's upcoming ones. We didn't find any. Here's a summary. Really like the look of the game and the ecosystem they have and are creating. I like it is an already functional game, and this token opportunity is just simply a season 2 continuation, not a relaunch like initially thought. I like that as well. I like the communication with the team. However, there are a few red flags to see as noted in the red flag section listed above. Personally, it checks a lot of the boxes, therefore I'll be applying for a whitelist spot with time to do more due diligence, not because I feel like the project is a scam, but to get a better idea as to how sustainable it will be moving forward. Please, I encourage those of you who are interested in this project to engage and ask questions in our Telegram group as well as their group. The more eyes on the project, the better for our community. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Anybody have any other feedback or thoughts on Warp? I wanted to show you guys something. You'll see this. So, and I'm still learning how the new Discord functions and everything like that. So, like, I'm learning with you guys. But one of the things that we can do now, which is pretty cool, is we can have individual conversations all attached to one. So, for example, right here, Phyllis posted projects, thoughts on Warp, and she has a platform link, and now we can all chime in. So now, after what we talked about on today's session, we can add the live link to the live session here. We can add anything that we find, new discoveries or new ideas or whatever about the project. We can add it in here, and now there's a thread. So instead of seeing a lot of messages back and forth and a lot of links like this, we can now go over here to that specific one for Warp, and everything is right there. Like the entire thread is all about Warp, which is pretty cool. I set one up for Cookie Cell. I don't know if I did it right or not. Like I said, I'm still learning. I'm not sure why mine stands out differently than others. Maybe because I'm the one who created it. I'm not sure. But last week we talked about Cookie Cell, and EJ VP, you were mentioning it. So I created this thread for us to combine and share our thoughts. And I think this is one of the coolest things about the Discord and how it's set up now compared to Telegram. I think this is a huge asset for us, where we can drop in our notes and thoughts, and it all staying in a nice neat box. and so like when you click on Cookie Cell, like that like that's what the whole conversation is going to be about. So really cool stuff we have going on here. So when we wrap up today, like I said, I'm gonna add the video here for the live that we're on right now. I'll add the video here, so then anyone else who's looking into Warp can have access to the video and things like that. So right here, Kim, this is what I was unsure of. So like, it's standing out where none of the others are. So like, Phyllis's Warp is not sticking out right here. So like, even if so I'm not on it. Here I'm on suggestions. It still shows as Cookie Cell, and I don't know if that's because I created it. So if we create it, maybe that's why it stands out. But so that's what I was curious about. But yeah, a lot of functionality in here to help us stay organized and really support the crowdsourced model of sharing ideas and keeping everyone up to date and things like that. So really, really good stuff. So with that, anybody have any questions or comments you want to add in about what we're talking about, or anything you want to cover? I did want to bring up a project just real quick, something I was looking at. I always want to try to show examples of what I mean. I'll see if I can find it. It was on, let's see. I don't remember the name. Yeah, King Asher, I believe anyone can start a forum. I'm not sure though. It's hard for me to test stuff like that because I have a different permission. Oh, let's play around real quick. So what I'm seeing, I guess you guys can see what I'm seeing. So when I click forum, I see all the options here. Okay, so when I click on like Warp, nothing changes over here for me. It still shows Cookie Cell as a sub thought, or I don't know what word to use. A sub thought, or but like, so I'm on Warp over here. I clicked Warp, but it still shows Cookie Cell. And then I click all of these, and it still shows Cookie Cell. Even when I click Cookie Cell, it still shows Cookie Cell. But yeah, I didn't know. I'll make some more. I'll see what happens. When you guys make some others, I'll see what happens. But I was thinking that maybe it had something to do with the fact that I created it. I don't know. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this project right here. So this project is called Everchain. And one of the things that I'm looking into, and I want you guys to be mindful of this. I don't have enough data yet, but I just want us all to be mindful. I could be wrong. I'm often wrong a lot. Okay. Um, but I think that I've said this before, but these influencers to me are very questionable.
Hello, my dear.
Um, 20,000 views, 565 likes. I think that this is botted, and I think that I don't have enough data yet. Okay, I don't have enough data yet. King Astro, he's gonna put our Snack Tech forum up for us. I love it. So anyway, I saw this, and every time I see this group of influencers, I'm a little skeptical. I haven't connected all the dots yet, but I don't know. I'm not sold 100% that everything going on here is on the up and up. Um, but when I did check out the Telegram group, they got 8,200 members. Um, but so when you hear me talk about, oh, this is what I was going to show you. Sorry, I got distracted. So when you hear me talk about a group and what it looks like in the beginning, and are they botted? How can you tell if they're botted or not? This group was created September 28th. Okay, so this is very similar to old Snack Tech. Okay, this is very similar to Snack Tech. So you click right here and look at the comments. Okay, this group was created September 28th, and this is the comments. These are bots that just flooded the Telegram the moment it was created, all commenting at the same time, and no one having any kind of conversation whatsoever. Okay, this is the kind of nonsense that we kind of look for to gauge how real this number is, and is a project up to any shenanigans. Okay. Okay, so like it's literally just hundreds of messages of just nonsense. And so when we're looking for bots and we type in, good project, whatever, sometimes it's hard to find this patch. But I stumbled across it today. That like all of this is just straight up noise and nonsense, and no real substance. And finally, we have some substance here. But like that whole day had hundreds of messages that were just straight up nonsense. So that's some of the stuff that some of the stuff we're looking for. Now, on that note, I am curious. Now, let me go look at the website for Everchain and see if we can run it through. Oh my goodness, this is created on the 28th. Okay, so man, I want to choose my words wisely right here. Okay, I want to choose my words wisely. Um, it's probably safe. I would imagine that someone with nefarious intent is not going to sit through our live sessions, but it's been said that certain platforms have certain projects that are just straight up bogus. Not bogus from the sense of like a scam, but bogus from the sense of like they're not really doing anything. They're just trying to fill the launch pad. And when I see something like Snack Tech, and like Kim brought up the date that it was created, and I see another project, literally the same type of template and format, um, and you see someone like this who's promoting it with somehow 20,000 views, I'm just really skeptical. So what I'm just my whole purpose in what I'm saying this is I want to plant seeds for you guys, because the more our eyes and feelers are out there, the more we can link things together, the more we can connect the dots, and instead of just my mind, we have multiple minds working together collectively, to connect the dots. But like, you know, that's why I was bringing this up. is another project that seemed like it just had some stuff that was missing for it. They may not even be connected. SnegTech and Everchain may not be connected at all, but I did want to plant that seed. So just things to look out for and see if your own personal volume of launches. What are you noticing? What are you seeing? That website came out a week ago, but like here we are, and it is a basic website, and the team is not doxed. They're a totally anonymous team. Here's the team right here. There's just a lot of similarities between this stuff. Same thing with like Crowdy from a couple weeks ago. There's just a lot of stuff that I think are kind of connected. That I'm just kind of curious about. Yeah, Sleepy says Kim K got hit with a huge fine for being a crypto influencer and not saying it was a paid ad. Ralph says thank you. Had an eye on Snoop Ape for a few weeks. Take a quick look if you like. Yeah, we can take a look real quick. This will be the last project we look at. Kim says, isn't Max by 6 BNB a little bit of a red flag? I mean, the reality is, Kim, like, I was caught up on other red flags before I even saw that. I've seen a fluctuation, and yeah, I personally have no experience with any connections to min and max contributions. Okay, but my mind didn't even have time to go to that part yet. I was still focused on the other stuff. Sleepy says 6 isn't too bad for a max, a little high but not awful. I think I've seen some where there's 10 BNB, which is definitely juicy. All right, last project we'll do a quick look at. Let's see, it is Snoop Ape. Oh, this one's going to be a fun one. Snoop Ape. Hey, Ralph, is it on the calendar? Is it on the platform? Because I can't find it right now. Let me refresh. Close out. Snoop. Let me just spell it like that. Snoop Ape. All right, let me look over here. See if I can find it somewhere else. Oh, it's one word. Okay, I see it now. It's back in August. Or so I thought. Am I spelling SNOOPAPE? Snoop Ape. Man, I can't find the link. All right, let me go this way. It's posted by TKM 6567. So let's go to her. So another way you can find projects. I couldn't find it on the calendar, so now I'm just going to search in this user under this user. Just waiting for it to load. Snoop Ape. Here we go. All right, Snoop Ape. All right, let's take a look at the website. Let's just get a clean start here. Well, that's definitely different. We got a picture of some lady here. Got a picture of some lady. Wonder who she is. Revolutionary ecosystem developed with the latest Web3 technology, catered specifically for passive income. NFT collection. Okay, so we got some press releases. We got a dashboard, staking, NFT minting, NFT staking. Looks like they crushed phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 3 is in progress. I'm sorry, phase 3 is in progress. Yeah, so Ralph and King Astro, what do you like? What do you dislike about Snoop Ape? We got a video. Okay. Let's see if we can take a look at the white paper. Hey, I like that. Now, it is interesting. They're using the same color scheme, but like this one overall is like purple, and like we got the teal extras. Over here, they got the opposite. They got the teal with the purple. It's still branded colors. I still like it, but that's just something different. They did put some time and energy into the design. Um, I can appreciate that. I mean, I'm looking at like attention to detail and like enrolling me in what's going on. I like the vibe and feel. I kind of like the website or this white paper more so than I like the website. The website seemed kind of basic. Um, there's just the background. There's just a black background going on here, but this is a good feel. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. So didn't see who the team was. Maybe it talks about it. Oh, we got what is Snoop Ape? Um, I don't see anything about the team yet. While we're here, just go ahead and check out Snoop Ape. It's created on May 17th of this last year. Okay, let's check out the Telegram. Let's join. Oh, there's a portal. Okay. Uh, Click here for request to join. Click here to solve CAPTCHA. Let me solve the CAPTCHA. Start. What? Let me go back. Click here to request to join. There we go. Oh, they get to approve my request. What? All right, so I guess I just get to wait till I'm added. Um, so can't be in Telegram yet. So maybe they'll add me soon. If you guys are in the Snoop Ape Telegram group, how many members are in the actual group right now? I was trying to on the calendar. I mean, I eventually found it, but it was not. It was not easy. Small Telegram channel. Yeah, so I did request to join. It says 559 members. I guess I see that now. I clicked CAPTCHA. Oh, here's a CAPTCHA. What is 7? Weird. Oh, I guess you gotta do the one, then the other. Okay, I'm in it. I'm in it now. All right. So we got 37 pinned messages. Probably back in, okay, I was gonna say May, but July was the first. Yeah, this is a small intimate group here. Okay, nothing comes up when I search doxed. Hey, I know this guy. Let's see. Anybody respond to him? Where's the team from? Mainly from Asia. Digital Journal. This doesn't necessarily tell me any more about the team. I'm just reading what King Astro is talking about. Now, I mean, the good news is they're not overrun with bots or people saying, hey, marketing proposals and stuff like that. The downside is there's nothing about the docs team, there's nothing about AMAs, and there's no recordings. So that's not ideal. Um, um, I could probably search this and get a real answer. Before we officially kickstart the project, there'll be a round of private sale for whitelisted wallets in which all funds collected will be used for marketing activities prior to our public pre-sale and pink sale. The private sale will be held once the community is more established and mature. Application for private sale whitelist is open now. When was this? That's a couple of days ago. So whitelist is still an option. Private sale looks like. Yeah, EJ, you're right, man. I I had to do both of them, do both tasks, and then I got in the group. Okay. The last thing I wanted to look at was, oh, we got a audit. Okay, so it seems like this is still pretty early. Um, Yeah, so the private sale will take place on their website, and the pre-sale will be on Pink Cell. It doesn't look like there is a Pink Cell link yet. Yeah, so my take on this one, it's still pretty early for this project. I do like the website, and I do like I like the white paper better than the website. Um, it seems like a small, close knit community, so a lot of room to grow. But it seems like they're pretty early. When is the private sale? I don't know if there's a date yet for the private sale. I don't see a date. Yeah, it's still pretty early for this. So yeah, so sounds like it's still pretty early. Let's see what the whoops. Let's see what the scout had to say. Let's see if we can find. See if it'll show up now in September. Hey, there it is. All right, so let's see what Scott says. Positive. Project has been in the works for several months. Team has big ambitions. Private sale day will be announced when Telegram community has grown a bit more. Admin is present and communicative on Telegram. They're excited to be featured on our CrowdX Calendar. Application for a whitelist is open, which also includes many links to articles and social media sites. No red flags currently. Yeah. Yeah, so for me, the things that are missing for me are, who's the team? What are they up to? What have they done? What are they, uh, why do they think that they are able to deliver what they intend to deliver on the roadmap? So that's what I'm curious about. Um, how long are they going to be? Like what's their idea time frame? So let's look at the roadmap again and see. Maybe they do talk about it. Um, Community build up, marketing, private sell, and they're saying this is going to be Q3 to Q4. Okay, so it sounds like this is open ended, meaning this could be a period of time for this to be happening. Q3 just ended. Now we're in the Q4, and so it seems like this could still be ongoing. So plenty of time to really do your due diligence and get the questions answered. Like I said, I'm mostly curious about who the team is. Next curiosity would be who's their target market? Who are they looking to attract? What kind of community are they looking to build? Like who's in that? I wonder if Snoop Ape. Whoops. Whoops. Snoop Ape. So they do have a YouTube channel, and so this is the video that's on their website. So this video is this right here. Okay, so this video has 51 views, uploaded a month and a half ago. Ralph says launch was moved 2 to 3 months. King Astro not launching for a while. Okay, yeah, no problem. I think that's pretty reasonable. I think it's pretty early, pretty early, and to me, the fact that they're not launching brings a level of legitimacy to me. They recognize either they're not ready or they want to wait for better market conditions or whatever, instead of just rushing in and jumping in like some of these other projects that don't have much going on for them. So that brings a little bit of validity to what they're doing personally. So I don't mind that they don't have a launch date. I don't mind that they want to build and keep growing and do the right things. I think that's great. I think that's definitely a plus for them. Yeah. So with that, we talked about old Sneck Inu. We talked about Warp, and we talked about Snoop Ape. Those are the 3 projects we talked about today. So hopefully, you got some good insights. Add some projects to your volume of launches to watch and track and see how it goes. We briefly talked about Ever Income or whatever that random one was. yeah, hopefully able to get some insights and get some good questions. Um, See some good questions to support you in your own research as you're, navigating, scouting projects for the calendar, or also navigating the calendar. What to kind of look for, what questions to ask yourself that can support you, and getting the results that you want to get. So, with that, like I said, hope it was helpful. When this video is complete, feel free to drop a comment, not in the live chat, but drop a comment in the actual YouTube comments. Just sharing what your biggest takeaway was, or perhaps one of the projects that you really liked. Perhaps drop a comment there, letting us know what you're excited about. So with that, and like I always do, life can be short. So for those that you care and love, let them know you care and love them. Hey, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this epic community and what we're creating together. Like I said, with a new Discord, creates space for so much collaboration and connection and really magnifying the crowdsource model. So I'm really excited about where we're at and what we're working on together. So with that, thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for being a part of this live and making it what it is. And I will see you in Discord. And also, if it's helpful, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Click the thumbs up button if you got value from today's session. And we'll see you in Discord. Bye for now.